Hello, I'm Laura, independent estate agent for Sprotborough and surrounding areas. Welcome to this month's Doncaster market update. Let's start with supply. In February 2026, there were 1,485 properties for sale in Doncaster. That is the highest level in the last 6 years and well above average. New listings reached 318 properties, also ahead of last year. This has been driven by seasonal timing and growing confidence. As we move into spring, more sellers are coming to market, particularly in family areas like Bessica, Cantley and Armthorpe, where movers often move planning around the school year. For buyers, this means a lot more choice, but for sellers, a lot more competition. Now let's look at pricing. The average asking price is around £238,000, showing steady growth year on year. Price per square footage is now £219, continuing its upward trend and giving a clear view of long-term value. For homes going under offer, the average price is around £221,000, with agreed price per square footage at £206, both at their strongest levels. What is driving this is simple. Buyers are drawn to space and value that Doncaster has to offer. Areas like Lakeside for their modern homes, Sprotborough and Cusworth for the character properties and green space, Tickhill and Bawtry for the village feel continue to all attract demand. Sales activity remains steady. In February, 229 homes were marketed and sold subject to contract. This is slightly down from recent highs, but in line with the long-term average. This reflects a market that is settling into a normal rhythm rather than slowing down. Looking behind the scenes, the market is working well. There were 177 price reductions, showing that some sellers are still adjusting to increased competition. With more homes available, buyers have options, so accurate pricing from the very start is key. Withdrawals were 111, which is in line with normal levels and shows sellers are staying committed. Fall-throughs were just 39, the lowest in this data set. This is a strong sign that once sales are agreed, they are far more likely to complete. The market has been driven by a combination of value, location and lifestyle. Buyers can get more space for their money compared to nearby cities. There is access to green space like Sandal Park, Cusworth Hall and along the countryside around Sprotborough. Transport links make it a practical choice for commuters, and on top of that, there is continuing regeneration throughout the city, improving its appeal. What does this mean for buyers and sellers? For buyers, there is more choice and some room for negotiation. However, with values per square foot still rising, delaying decisions could mean paying more at a later date. For sellers, demand is there, but competition is higher. Pricing correctly from the start is essential, especially in popular areas like Bessica, Tickhill and Cantley. The positive is that once the sale is agreed, they are holding together well, which means for a smoother process once a buyer is secured. That was your February market update for Doncaster. Stock levels are high, prices are rising steadily, and the market is functioning well overall. It is competitive but active and stable. As always, events like this can influence confidence, mortgage rates and buyer behaviour, so it will be interesting to see how this impacts the March figures. For now, Doncaster remains a market built on value, space, strong local appeal as we head into the spring. If you live in Doncaster and would like any more information about your next move, please get in touch with us at Red Roots to put you in touch with a local partner agent in your area.